Keep an eye on Junior Collins, the number 2 receiver to the field. It's a little bit of a hook. And then go. He freezes the defender. Keep an eye on the halfback right here. Freezes him as he settles. He plants his heels, starts to break towards the ball. Jeremiah Masoli puts it over the top. Collins goes and gets it.
You know what's even better for Junior Collins is mom's in the house, and that football was for her. And picking his way up is Trayvon Van, part of
70-yard kickoff to
running back brigade. Now doing some returning. How about that for Junior Collins? Hey, Ma.
That's where Ottawa will start out.
There, look at that. That is what it's all about. Right? How cool is that? My mom. So here we go again. 5 lead changes. 1-point ball game. And that's off the turf. And just like last year in November, same set of circumstances. 2 games set for these 2 teams. And first place in the East on the line. Not to be forgotten, too, the Toronto Argos tomorrow against Saskatchewan down the road at BMO Field. Really must-win territory for the Argos. Crossover team in sight. Down the stretch we go in the CFL season. Another pump fake from Henry. Now comes to the near sideline, and clutching it and making the grab is Ellingson. Talk about concentration here, and Henry with some precision.
A little tightrope back here along the sidelines by Greg Ellingson. Upper body is out of bounds. He's leaning out. But he keeps the feet down and in. That catch, that set them up, presumably 3rd and short. How short will determine whether Rick Campbell goes for it or not.
Well, an Ottawa team, they got the first down.
No decision needed.
Ottawa team, Dwayne, 6-7-1. That one tie against Calgary earlier in the season. But playing so many close games, their record could be so different had they been able to finish some ball games. There's 7 losses. They were outscored in the 4th quarter in 6 of them. And they've had trouble finishing ball games this season. Trying to finish here in Hamilton. Burris looks one way, now goes sideline, and that's caught. That's a ridiculous catch from Brad Sinopoli.
A tremendous adjustment to the football. Henry Burris had the pump and go on here. And you'll see the pump fake, but Hamilton still managed to stay with the deep routes. A lot of times you're trying to get the defenders to break on the short route with that pump. They stayed with it, which means Sinopoli's basically got to outfight the defender. For this football, he's the outside receiver here on the numbers.
How about that?
And Johnny Adams well positioned, but at the last second, Sinopoli fought back to the inside on him.
Up the middle. Madu. Stonewalled right at the line of scrimmage. How about Brad Sinopoli in that catch? We have seen some great catches. Ebb and flow here tonight. And these quarterbacks are starting to put on a show doing for it.
Yeah, it took a little while to warm up, but they've got it going now. Teams separated by 1 point in the standings. Separated by 1 point on the scoreboard right now.
Another 2nd down conversion. Burris standing in and caught another 1st down. Ellingson dropped the football. Mike Daly scooped it up, but he's down. And it looks like the Redblacks are going to go 1st and goal. Ellingson paid for that catch.
Well, Greg Ellingson lines up on the outside here with Payton and Jackson. Trips 3 receivers into the boundary.
Kent Austin has decided to throw a challenge flag.
Take a close look here at when that ball pops out.
Hamilton is challenging the ruling on the field of downward contact.
Good idea right
the
here.
player lost the football prior to being downward contact. The play will be reviewed.
Larry Dean had helmet on football there, it looked like. Was that ball out as Ellingson's backside was near the turf? He's touching, he's got it, and it's good. But look at this.
You see,
Not sure.
the argument from Hamilton is that it's the hit that knocks the ball out, and the hit occurs before he's down. But is the ball clearly out of Greg Ellingson's possession? Because it kind of seems to still be tucked inside his arm as he goes down. You know, and this is...
I think the reverse angle might be able to tell it a little more here.
Yeah, I think this was our best angle to see. So where
that ball's
the
ball right there.
punched.
That's out. That ball looked out. But again, was Ellingson's backside on the turf.
Well, this is backside gate part 2.
It is.
Right here.
There it is. Bang, bang,
Saw
play.
the debate in Winnipeg at the end of that game last Saturday.
Andre Proulx is awaiting the verdict from CFL Command. And they may need some time to look at this. A couple of different angles. It has to be conclusive.
After review, the ruling of the field is reversed. It was an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. It will be turned down.
So
Ottawa from the 28-yard line.
it's not a fumble. It's an incomplete pass. And that will bring out the kick team for the Ottawa Redblacks.
Kent Austin is
saying that's a fumble.
unconvinced.
What did you think by looking at that? It's almost like, yeah, well, maybe we can look at it in regular motion as well.
Hamilton is not charged with a timeout. Hamilton is not charged with a timeout.
That looked like he had the
Yeah,
football
to me, he takes a couple of steps falling backwards.
Take a look at
as he has the football. And we'll take a look after at full speed, and you get a better sense of maybe of the timing of it. But he certainly seems to have control of the football.
So this is regular speed. I think that's a catch. What, you?
For me, that's a catch.
So Chris Milo, 35-yarder. Kick is up, and it is good. Once more, the Ottawa Redblacks go in front in a game with 6 lead changes and so much on the line. A 2-point ball game in Hamilton. Canadian Tire Senators hockey on TSN continues Monday. Senators battle the Red Wings, 7 Eastern on TSN 5 in the Sens region. We are in the Cats region tonight. There's the Box J boys. I'm not so sure I want to hear the Box J boys do speaker. We love those guys, though, haven't we? Didn't we tailgate with them last year?
We tailgated with the Box J boys.
Yeah, there they are.
Better barbecue chefs than they are singers.
Yes. I think they're having a hard time with the lyrics right now. Look out. Tanks. Drop near the 40-yard line. Another good starting point for Jeremiah Masoli. 2-point lead, the Ottawa Redblacks with 5:46 to go. And again, winner of this game will get first place in the CFL East. And then next week they battle again. Nation's capital. What if the Hamilton Tiger Cats will go practice on Parliament Hill? Saskatchewan Roughriders did this week. Rather awesome. 5:28 to go. 30-28 Redblacks.
Those tough on the field deserve a truck that's tough on the road. The 2016 GMC Sierra.
Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton. Crowd on the edge of its seats tonight. Five-man rush. Masoli fires again. That was close to being picked. And for Spencer Watt.
Looked like the middle linebacker. Taylor Reed, the former Ticat. He's going to drop out from the middle of this alignment. Gets to his zone.
Mahar sends the ball down near the 20-yard line. Christian Jackson, there's a flag down. Had a whole lot of penalties in this one tonight.
Flag on the play.
During the return, illegal block. Ottawa, number 22, 10-yard penalty. First down.
Don't forget, great way to hear the sounds of the game. CFL 30, Tuesday, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific.
Oh, come on, baby.
I got no challenge. You have a challenge? No, I got nothing.
Baby, I like it now.
Hey, you guys.
Sometimes it's good to have a censor button. Brian Hall's singing's quite good. Moses Madu pitches ahead. 4:17 to go. We talked about last year, late in the season, these two teams met. Ottawa won both games. The first was 12-6. The second, 44-28, but it set up that amazing Eastern final. Came down to the wire. This game was kind of like the Eastern final.
Last possession wins.
2nd and 6. From the 20, Burris now feels the heat. Down he goes, and Adrian Tracy with the sack.
An offensive line coach and offensive coordinator crazy to get beaten by a three-man rush. You see, check, we're on. Tracy's number 3, and they're the only guys coming.
Your own Dutch tips courtesy of your Hamilton Ticat defense.
So what an interesting turn now, not getting that first down, getting sacked. And they're going to have to kick from their goal line. 2-point game. Now Collins taking over from Banks on this return. And good field position inside Ottawa territory.
Junior Collins with the return.
Brandon Banks
The Ottawa 46 when the Cats will
trying to loosen up a tight calf down there on the sidelines.
Interesting to see Chris Milo also taking the kick that time, that punt, not Medeiros. So here we go. Last play before the 3-minute warning. Play action, Masoli gunning for Spencer Watt.
2nd and 4.
3 minutes left here, 2:44 to go. Anybody's ball game. Does it get any better?
Friday night football doubleheader from BC Place. Jonathan Jennings and the 9-5 Lions hosting the Winnipeg Blue Bombers at 9-6. The rematch from last week's narrow win by Winnipeg. Coming up at the conclusion of the Ticats and the Redblacks.
Thank you, Ron. Looks like we're going to have a narrow win here by anybody's guess. 2-point lead. Masoli throwing up high on 2nd and 4.
Pass intended for Collins incomplete.
So now 3rd down. They will bring out
That'll be the
their
field
kicker
goal
here.
unit.
Mahar. There's Mark Nelson, the defensive coordinator, longtime defensive coordinator in the league for the Redblacks. Battle between him and Orlando Steinauer tonight. They've done their jobs here.
Get some stops here in the closing minutes.
Chance to reclaim the lead. Well within Mahar's distance. Kick is up, but this one's going to be wide right. Jackson will give up a single point eventually here. So now it's a 1-point game instead of the lead.
Jackson takes a knee.
The lead cut in half. Brett Maher, costly miss here.
It looked like a smooth operation. At the line, snap and hold. This hit by the kicker.
So Henry Burris now can milk some of the clock.
Please join us in welcoming back to the field your Hamilton Tiger Cat defense.
Try to bring this down. Try to seal the deal for the Ottawa Redblacks. Cats have done a good job, though, holding the Redblacks at bay. It's 10 points in the second half. Up the middle they go. Moses Madu parts the seas.
Well, with good field position to start this drive, a couple of first downs without necessarily scoring can make life real difficult for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Nice job by the right tackle, Jake Silas, at the point of attack, and Ernest Jackson's got the kick out. The receiver taking on a defensive end on the kick out block. A heck of a job.
2-minute drill now for Henry Burris. Keep it on the turf. Got to find a way to stop the former Cat, Moses Madu. Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Dean and Atkinson with the tackles. 8 of 5, second of 5. Let's go. Put your in.
Good team against the run this year. Struggling.
Massive second down play coming up here for the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
One of the biggest plays in the ball game. 2nd and 5. Burris wants to throw. Now he goes, and Henry Burris with the first down. Calling his own number. Now can drain the clock some more.
Those 41-year-old legs have already been good for a couple of touchdown rushes tonight, but I don't know if any were bigger than this one to pick up a first down. See things open up in the middle.
Madu is stuffed this time. Down to 106. And miss by Maher, so critical, because now if this clock comes down, Kent Austin brings the clock down.
Hamilton.
If they don't get the first down, they go for the field goal. Cats will lead a touchdown.
From so many angles. Significant miss. I mean, the obvious having to do with the score, but in addition, the fact that it was a longer field goal when they gave up that single point, it gave Ottawa pretty good field position to start the drive at their own 40-yard line. Great first down run by Madu, second down run on the next series by Henry Burris. And even if they end up kicking the ball away, they're giving Hamilton a long field.
Clock's at 106. First down here really might seal this. And they'll get the first down, and it's Payton inside the 20-yard line. There is a penalty flag down. How about Khalil Payton? Released, re-signed.
Offside. Hamilton. Penalties decline. First down.
And may have just helped lead this team to victory.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line for Ottawa.
Orlando Steinauer can feel it in so many ways right now.
Well, the Ticats managed to close the pocket down on Burris, but he gets that ball out just in time as he's hit by Justin Capicotti. Real bait.
There's the owner, Bob Young. Guy who has really changed the face and fortunes of this franchise since he took over. Now, Madu plows his way down near the goal line. Thing when you're an owner or you're a manager, you can't play. And there's nothing you can do from high above. And right now, with 31 to go, it looks like the Ottawa Redblacks are going to leave Hamilton with the W and first place in the East.
And this is a situation as much as Ottawa chooses
to score.
But yeah, they choose to nail it down. You've got a 2-game season series between these teams with the second game to be played next week.
Points could be important.
You might want the points. But going for the ball security aspect of this as well.
Well,
but from this close in, you'd have a hard time talking me out of taking a shot at the end zone.
This is going to do it, though. Henry Burris's first start in quite some time. It was a great start for the Ottawa Redblacks.
The Ottawa Redblacks 30, your Hamilton Tiger
Who are heading back home in first place in the CFL East. Thriller here tonight on Friday Night Football. A 1-point victory and a costly miss on a field goal attempt by the Hamilton Tiger Cats may have done them in. Here's our Nissan Titan player of the game.
We joked before this game about the fact that the last time Henry Burris threw for 300 yards, he ended up losing his starting job.
See, it ain't so.
but I'm guessing they're going to have a hard time taking him out of the lineup after this one. 395 yards through the air, 33 yards on the ground, including touchdown run.
Huge play.
That one to Ernest Jackson, one of many great throws made by the veteran, the reigning MOP, and the starting quarterback for the Ottawa Redblacks, Henry Burris, the Nissan Titan player of the game.
Brought to you by Nissan Titan, official vehicle of the Canadian Football League. Final here tonight, 30-29. Ottawa's back in first in the East.
Thank you, Rod Black, and back to the 500 mark as well now at 7-7-1 in first place in the East. Regardless of what happens, by the way, next week in the rematch, the Redblacks will hang on to first place by at least a point. Right now up by 3 big points on the Hamilton Tiger Cats in the East Division standings, looking for that bye into the Eastern Final like they enjoyed last year. Back with the panel of Jock Climbing, Matt Dunnigan, and Chris Schultz. Henry Burris, well, he's been much talked about this season. I'm sure you're aware of that. He had the start on opening day as the reigning MOP. He got hurt. Trevor Harris came on and starred for a while, and then ultimately Burris lost his job. He got it back tonight, Jock, and indications are, based on the numbers and the production, that he's going to hang on to it.
Well, I really felt that Rick Campbell was in a no-lose situation. He's got a quarterback in Trevor Harris who had 120 quarterback efficiency, had put up over 400 yards the week before against BC, but had stumbled a little bit in the first half. And so he goes to his guy off the bench, who's just a future Hall of Famer, who by his own right was an incredible quarterback all the way through the season and the year before. So he's figuring, how can he go wrong?
And he was coming off an injury to his throwing hand.
So that might have been an excuse for his performance earlier in the year. So now Henry comes in, and he's thinking, hey, if he doesn't play well, I just go back to my other guy who's playing like an all-star at various times this season. But I do believe that Henry would have had a little extra something for his old team. You know he does not like Ken Austin. No, I know that. I've talked to him. He doesn't like what happened to him in Hamilton. You don't think that's burning inside
a source of motivation for sure, but he went out there and executed extremely well, and he out-executed the opposition and Jeremiah Masoli. Jeremiah Masoli didn't play poorly, but he made some poor decisions. Henry Burris did not. In fact, Henry Burris utilized what we got comfortable in watching for a number of years, Schultz, is his ability to move the football with his legs as well, which was instrumental in this football game, just as it was for Jeremiah Masoli and what he brings to the table, it is still for Henry Burris having that ability to put the defense on their heels, not only with his strong arm, but his legs as well.
Especially the way they closed out the game, because there was about 3 minutes left, a little less than 3 minutes left, and you found Moses Madu, Henry Burris, Khalil Payton, and they were able to take the ball all the way down and kill the clock to end the game. And without that extra time,